My companions stick with me out of mutual respect.
Respect? All the time, even when someone is drunk or careless? I wonder how you tolerate their flaws, and vice versa.
Where'd you get your pit boy?
It was given to me when I came of age, so very long ago. Though it's unsightly and cumbersome, there's no questioning its value. The targeting alone has saved my skin more than a few times. Of all the paths I've walked, all the trials I've endured, it's been constant. Yes, this Pip-Boy is better than a loyal hound. Certainly superior to a wife. God, it's not even close.
Wait, you grew up in a vault?
Do you find that remarkable? Most people have rather strong assumptions about vault dwellers. We're all naive, agoraphobic shut-ins, right? Some of them never adapt to the outside, but me, I never liked being trapped. As a boy, I constantly dreamed of life beyond the vault. I escaped through literature and comic books. Never cared for school itself. My father punished me, even destroyed my books. I didn't care. I could paint grand vistas in my mind, climbing to the highest peaks while taking in real sunlight, breathing unfiltered air. My father hated his lot in the vault, working maintenance. He hated even more that I was content to spend my time withdrawn from his world. He drank a lot, beat me and my brother when things boiled over. Overseer was a real traditional type, didn't want to interfere, so nothing changed. Dad had plans for me. Maintenance and repair in the vault, an auspicious occupation. I probably would have killed myself if I'd stayed in that vault.
How'd you escape?
When I was 13, the water chip gave out, so we had to make contact with the outside. I wanted to leave with a scouting expedition. Dad said no. I planned on sneaking out with my kid brother. Couldn't leave him with Dad. I got caught, and the old man pummeled me unconscious. I ended up in the infirmary. Dad wound up in his cell. Didn't last, though. Overseer released him the next day. He had critical skills. You see, I found that life is a series of epiphanies. Some are minute, others hit you like a freight train. I had a big one in the infirmary. I realized that the rules would always work against me in my dreams. Somebody with money or power pulls the strings, snuffs them out. It was that realization that finally pushed me over the edge. Or made my balls drop. One night I picked up Dad's bat and bashed his kneecaps.
Hmm.
He cried like a little girl, apologized and confessed till he was hoarse. My stepmom stayed out of it. She was a timid soul. I told them that me and my brother were leaving, and that they shouldn't bother trying to find us. Dad just sobbed and nodded. There was a skeleton crew guarding the entrance, so we slipped out before they found Dad. Don't know what became of him. Knowing what I know now, I only wish I'd finished that bastard off. He was a waste of life.
What happened after you escaped?
We left at night, but it was still disconcerting at first seeing the sky above you, like an ocean bearing down on you. You feel so small. We adjusted soon enough, just kept walking east. It was so stupid in hindsight. A couple of kids with a baseball bat, nothing more. You see, back east there aren't all these nations like you have here. It's just towns and tribes with no real order. We had no idea. I wish I could tell you we found a town and everything worked out. Not the case. We were picked up by slavers led by a man named Dickie. Dickie ran a roaming band who would lease out slaves to towns or raiding crews. To his credit, he was a sharp trader. I thought I had taken some harsh beatings, but the slavers made Dad seem like some grandma with an old switch. They were merciless. It only bothered me when they hit my brother, though. He was no more than 8 at the time, so they planned on making him a sex slave. I despised Dickie not because of his cruelty, but because he was always smiling, whistling, making cracks. Dad may have been an abusive cretin, but at least he imparted some mechanical know-how. That's how I got the slave collars off. We ran until our blood burned and our bare feet bled, then ran some more. Dickie was tracking us with dogs, was closed when I spotted the town. In that moment I knew we wouldn't make it. Dickie and his crew were too fast, so I sent my brother off towards the town while I backtracked. He made it, I didn't. If I'd known what awaited me, the sheer hell of it, I might have killed myself before they took me.
What did Dickie do when he recaptured you?
What didn't Dickie do? 5 years. 5 years of hell. That's what I got for leaving the vault and saving my brother. It was work, beatings, work, and then more beatings. All the while there was Dickie's laughter. All the while I thought of my brother. I was near a man when Dickie got the idea of matching me up in the cage. That was a big draw, fighting slaves to the death. I knew it was my chance.
What happened when you fought in the cage?
I was strong enough from all the work, but I didn't know anything about real fighting. Dickie wanted to use me as bait for his stud fighter, Jay. Guy had at least 30 pounds in me, had won a dozen matches. I saw him as an obstacle to my freedom, something between me and my brother. It was one of the many lessons in the power of resolve. That man should have killed me, but I wanted it more, plain and simple. He broke one arm and half my ribs, but I ended it when I gouged his eyes and then drove my heel through his skull like it was a piece of old fruit. Dickie wasn't laughing then. I was hurt, but seeing his face was worth every break and bruise that I'd suffered. It was the first time I killed. I'm not sure what Dickie had planned for me because another man bought me on the spot. Guy named Thompson. He was all right. Thompson made me an offer. Win enough matches and I'll set you free. Win a lot of matches and you can join the crew. So I did. So I fought and I won. Every type of man, big, small, slow, fast. I found a way to kill them. It always boiled down to willpower, nothing else. Thompson was an old fellow, gruff but fair. He pushed me hard, but it paid off. He never beat me. Not that I gave him reason. I respected him. He recognized the fire burning in me, knew how to harness it without smothering me. Wasn't long before I was working alongside him. After Thompson died, I was in charge. Wasn't long after that I met Marco, and the rest is history.
Never mind.
Yes?
Ready to leave?
Only 250 miles to go. Let's get started.
Oh, your stand point is to depart the Mojave Wasteland for Frost Hill, Utah. It'll be a long, arduous journey. You have been unable to return to Dope Marco. You have limited access to food and munitions during your time in Frost Hill. If you're up to the challenge or form vigil that you're indeed ready to depart, Marco awaits. Depart. Oh, Fallout New Vegas. New Vegas Bounties 3.
It's a nice long walk to Frost Hill, so pay attention and you might learn something. Over the years, travelers have told stories of a man in black, the most dangerous killer alive, from somewhere far to the east. For you, he was merely a name, Marco. He would have remained just that, if not for a chain of events after you emerged from the grave. You squared off with the Mojave's worst, and prevailed. Some began to speak of you as a living legend of the wasteland. None of this would have mattered until you met a man named Sergio, and killed him. Then you had Marco's full attention. When he heard about his brother's death, he sent me to find you, to bring you to him, so that you could settle this. Now there will be a grim meeting between you and the man in black, after which only one legend will endure.
Alright then.
Well, we made it. Don't you love that clean mountain air? Breathe it in, savor it. Do you have anything you want me to relay to Marco?
Don't look forward to our meeting.
More than you know, perhaps. No doubt he shares your enthusiasm for spirited discourse. Goodbye, courier.
Virgil is left from Marco's account. Can't make. So uncertain if your paths will ever cross again.
godforsaken canyon. Well, hellfire if it isn't my old protege, come up all the way from the Mojave Wasteland. You are a sight for sore eyes, old friend. How the hell are you? Took your sweet-ass time getting here, if I may say so.
Good to see you too. Had a few delays, but I got here.
Yeah, I reckon so. We got a lot of catching up to do, but we best do it back at my shack. It ain't safe out here in the open. Here's a spot on your map. It ain't much, but there's shelter and some warm beds. Stop by and I'll catch up on everything. Be careful now.
So I'm pretty sure Ambition was the pistol that I got out of the thing. I believe it was.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the strip. Must have delivered more than just mail.
Sleep for an hour and wait and see if... Yep, there he is. Randall and Associates. This fall, Albert Breach, in association with John Goodman, proudly presents a tale of unbelievable horror, brattle lust, and arbitrary procreation. Steal your sense of debauchery, time travel, and child abandonment as Albert Breach delivers a terrifying new chapter in the ongoing saga of the Waste. What? Will, disclaimer, so Jesus Zimmer. And our conceptions of the Antichrist. Huh. Weird. Hi.
My name's Ford. I am Randall.
Variant 6.
Oh, wait. You're the courier. Holy shit. I didn't mean to come on as such a hard ass. I mean, it's just part of the business, right? You and Randall are the reason I got into this business. I read all those dime novels back when I was on the farm. Told all about you in New Vegas.
There's books about me. Courier. I mean carrier. Curious. What does dime novels say?
Oh man, they tell about everything you did, and it's completely accurate. Let me get something, just a second. Oh, yeah. Sergio pressed the cold steel barrel against the captive's head. Make a move and she gets it, he muttered with serpentine rasp. With eyes that exhibited steely resolve, the courier calmly replied, "You've taken your last captive, evildoer." Sergio trembled as silence ensued. When Sergio's sweaty fingers twitched, the courier deftly lifted a pistol from its holster and loosed hot lead, effortlessly felling the outlaws. You know, how accurate is that? All of the details are in there. I mean, even Sergio's sweaty finger. What do you think?
Glad you liked it. I'll leave it at that.
Thanks. I bet you do stuff like that all the time, wiping out bad guys before they can blink. I just want to learn all I can from you, you know?
Please tell me you didn't get into business because you read a pamphlet.
It wasn't just some pamphlet. It's an in-depth account of all your exploits, with a touch of dramatic license. That's what it said. I memorized it. I was already a killer before I started bounty hunting. I'm almost as good as killing at you, believe it or not.
What do you actually know about bounty hunting?
I know that we're only hired to hunt down the worst of the worst. So the use of lethal force is never in question. You have to be quick, able to get the jump on the bad guys. Having a big gun helps too. I think that about covers all the major points. Say, what if I was able to tag along with you? Watch and see how it's really done. I mean, I hold my own and all, but I want to learn from the best. Well, I've got gumption and a sharp mind. I believe I would be an asset to you.
I'll think about it. Oh, you got a dog? Oh, you got a dog? Oh, I can't pet the dog? Oh, you're such a good boy. Hey.
I only have one question. Are you willing to kill people for money? I'm just joshing you, partner. Had to ask, for old time's sake. Lord knows you've killed enough for the both of us, and then some. I heard about you taking down Judge Richter, Red Bear, and Sergio. Damn fine work by all accounts. I know you might have a lot of different reasons for coming here, but I want you to know I appreciate it. Fact is, I could use your help. My goal is to find Marco and kill the son of a bitch, plain and simple. We even got the NCR bankrolling us this time, thanks to Mr. Brookshire. Truth is that we're in a tight spot here. When Marco came to Frost Hill, he brought a passel of outlaws with him, all of them a rough bunch. I'm talking about the hardest, meanest vermin west of the Mississippi, gathered over years of raiding. We ain't taking no prisoners up here. It's gonna be sorta like what we did back in Vegas, except this time, we finish it, together. Marco has nowhere else to run now. It's gonna be tough, partner, and downright bloody. You let me know when you're ready to start, and I'll get you on track. I'd tell you not to distract me with questions, but I reckon that would be downright rude, considering everything that's transpired. If you're curious, ask away. So long as you don't keep me away from my typing for too long, I reckon somebody has to keep this outfit organized.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Ask away.
Oh my god. Since when did you have a dog?
Oh, Cooper? Found him when we cleared out a raider den just outside the canyon. They'd been using him as bait for their fighting dogs. He was pretty tore up when we found him, but he bounced back real quick. Ain't the biggest or the fastest, but he's tough as an old boot. Feel free to take him with you the next time you go after a bounty. I'm sure he'd be a help to you.
Another question.
What's on your mind?
How'd you become a ghoul?
Oh, how did I become a zombie? Yeah, I can say that shit with impunity now. Zombie, 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 motherfucker. Anyway, Sugar had busted me up, then buried me up to my neck in dirt, not far from some old wayside. Made me sick as fuck. There I am, wasting away, sun burning my head, thinking it can't get worse. Wrong. Fucking giant ants showed up, about to chomp my dome off. Right when I'm about to become a snack for the bugs, a pack of wild dogs comes running in, chew up the ants, then run 'em off. I'm thinking, hallelujah for man's best friend. Wrong again. Big alpha dog came up and commenced to humping my face. Did it all night. So that mangy fucker is making love to my ear when finally I hear gunshots, despite my impairment. Thought I'd finally caught a break. Dogs run off, but it was the jackals that found me. Cocksuckers had a real laugh at me, half ghoulified and covered in dog jizz.
That's horrifying. Please continue.
Well, jackals shackled me and hauled me around and made me their zombie slave. They just assumed I was some random hobo in the wastes. I ended up taking a page out of old Marshall Cooper's playbook. Late one night, I used a fork to kill their leader, then grabbed a gun. Jackals are all pussies, of course, so they ran off. I did manage to kill 2 of them, though. After that, I got my bearings and headed north.
Why didn't you return to Mojave?
Jackals hauled me up north to begin with, and I wasn't sure what was going on back in Vegas. For all I knew, the judge was still around. I ain't proud of everything I've done, but it worked out. I was on the road when somebody told me Marco was up in Utah. Hearing that gave me real purpose again, something to work towards. I got on as a caravan guard and got up here not long after that. I started to figure it was nothing. I'd heard stories of Marco dying for years until I saw him. He was outside town, had a gang with him. Deep down, I knew he'd be too fast or one of his boys would plug me first. I'd have to wait, but at least I knew where he was. I went back with a caravan, used my paycheck to get geared up, and that's when Brookshire found me. He told me that NCR had a stake in Frost Hill. wanted to fund a bounty hunting expedition. All they needed was some leadership. By that time, word had gotten around about your doings in the Mojave, so Brookshire figured I'd be a good fit to corral his gang of misfits. I mean, it's going to work, but sometimes I have my doubts about all of this, the way things turned out. I regret starting you down this path.
I got to the first target. We'll talk about the rest of the questions later.
I got to tell you, I'm downright giddy about this. It's just like the old days. You excited too? Ready to get out and kill some bad guys?
Hell yeah.
Good. Now squash that bullshit right now. You better harden the fuck up when you go after this bunch, because they're killers, every one of them. The first is Garza, a Mexican sharpshooter who served as Marco's scout for years. He's a first-rate marksman by all accounts. Word is that he's in Buxton Mine, where he's holed up with a trio of hussies, the Amantes or whatever. I can't speak that shit. It's a crazy man with 3 bloodthirsty bitches. Enough said. Any questions?
What else can you tell me about the women?
Garza is reportedly something of a ladies' man, so much so that he always has a stable of sluts on hand, no matter the circumstances. Crazy bitches feed him, bring him supplies, even fight for him, screaming like banshees on the rag. Goddamn terrifying if you ask me. Then again, maybe Garza is smarter than all of us. At any rate, keep your eyes open for him and his manatees.
Alright, no more questions.
Good, just keep your head down and do what you do best. I'll see you when you get back. Oh, almost forgot. If you're gonna be running around out in that freezing ass cold, might as well dress for it. Here's something I had stowed away.
Heard of you, some kind of hot shot from Mojave, right? Well, let me set things straight. I'm the fucking alpha dog here. Not that I'm worried. I hear you didn't do shit to help out Randall. Left him to get zombified. Fucking shitbird move. Got anything to say, shitbird?
Choke him. Say shitbird one more time and I end you.
Fuck, okay, goddamn psycho. I didn't mean anything by it. Christ.
Pussy.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
Hell yeah, brother. Alright. Nice. Oh. Alright, so 6 is that, 3 is that, 1 is that. Alright, I got it. 6 is what I'm gonna kill Marco with. And 1 and 3 are what I'm gonna use. 1, 3, and 4. Yep. You can kind of tell the trees are 2D. But I mean, I don't really care, because I mean, this mod is pretty fucking sick to begin with. Hi there. You wanna come get some? Oh, on. Where are you? Should get a thing or two about a shotgun. Man, all mine perks. Right away. God damn it. Fuck off. Alright. That was fun. Well, that was fun. sick. Alright. Alright, let's kill Garza and his hussies. Fucking hookers. I tell you, if there's one profession I don't respect, it's hookers. Oh, never mind, it's just a render distance for the game, that's why it look 2D. Never mind, my bad. Sorry, let's kill some hussies. Fuck you. Holy fucking shit. Alright, more explosions. What's up? No. Well, yeah, I bet you didn't expect that, huh? Say, do you need a hand? That's why I don't trip anymore. I thought it was just him and his hussies, not him as a gang. Alright, so we don't trip anymore tripwires and end up looking like... Fuck you. God damn it. Just as I say, where's that tripwire anyways? God damn it.
I've got you now.
Hey man.
You like that?
Outlaw hussy. Fucking hussies. Goddamn hussies. What's going on? Yeah, no hussies get away from me. Yo, wait, what the fuck? God damn it. Fucking hussies. Catalina, quit it. Alma. Damn. God damn. So they added animations for the stim packs? Alright. Well then. Goddamn hussies.